Welcome to another episode of the Fire on Board video series. Today we will have a look into tactical ventilation and flow path management. There are several ways of ventilating a vessel, including positioning the vessel to take advantage of the wind, using vertical or horizontal ventilation methods, or a combination of both. Assisted ventilation methods use fans or water streams to force air into and smoke and gases out of the spaces. The most important ventilation technique we have available on board ships is to turn the ship to influence the flow of smoke and burn gases. By turning the ship, we can divert the flow path away from exposures and maintain a safe attack route for the firefighting team. Before we continue, we'd like to call out another great channel on maritime safety. Visionmar provides high-quality content on maritime search and rescue produced by an experienced maritime emergency expert. Definitely take a look if you want to dig deeper into maritime emergency response. And don't forget to subscribe. You'll find the link in the description below. Okay, let's have a look at how tactical ventilation and flow path management inside a compartment work. Here we have an experimental setting with a model of a compartment. The compartment has an entrance door on the left side and another ventilation opening on the right side. We start with the entrance door open and the right ventilation opening closed. You can clearly see the inflow of fresh air at the bottom of the entrance. We call this gas layer moving into the fire the inflow layer. Under the deckhead, you can see smoke traveling fast towards the entrance, away from the fire. This is the outflow layer. A case like this one, with only one ventilation opening for both inflow and outflow, is called a bidirectional flow path. It's a typical situation when the firefighters open the door to a burning compartment without taking care of ventilation measures. The risk involved with bidirectional flow paths is that the hot burn gases plus the steam produced by the water stream moves in the direction of the firefighters with high speed and pressure. When we now open a ventilation opening on the other side, we create an escape route for the hot burn gases. You can see how the smoke pushes out with high speed and some turbulence. This is caused by the high pressure in the compartment due to the temperature rise. At the entrance on the left side, we can now see that there is mainly inflow. We call this situation a monodirectional flow path. The advantage for firefighting is that the burn gases and steam will move away from the firefighters entering the compartment. Keep in mind that the direction of the flow path depends on the pressure relation within the compartment. The outflow opening must always be higher than the inflow. Otherwise, the flow path will reverse its direction. Another important point is that the ventilation flow created by the firefighters will supply the fire with fresh air, and thus lead to an increasing burn rate. Once you ventilate, you must immediately attack the fire. Otherwise, ventilation can turn out counterproductive and lead to spreading the fire. We distinguish between horizontal ventilation and vertical ventilation. Horizontal ventilation means that we open an outflow at the opposite side of the inflow. The gases will move horizontally through the compartment. Vertical ventilation means to open an outflow above the fire and the inflow opening. Due to the temperature difference, fresh air will flow into the compartment through the lower opening, while hot burn gases will exit it through the high opening. In case of pure horizontal ventilation, we cannot predict the flow direction unless we used forced ventilation, for example, by using a blower. We should therefore make sure the outflow opening is higher than the inflow, thus adding a vertical component to direct the flow. In summary, ventilation is a crucial aspect of fire safety at sea. It helps to release combustion products, divert smoke and heat away from potential victims and firefighters, and prevent the spread of fire. Remember to use ventilation techniques before, during, or after a fire attack, depending on the circumstances. Be aware that most fire fatalities result from asphyxiation by combustion gases or lack of oxygen, and that even conscious individuals can easily succumb to these effects. When ventilating a vessel, consider using the wind, vertical, or horizontal methods. Wherever possible, try to avoid bidirectional flow paths when firefighting teams have to enter a compartment. A monodirectional flow path makes the interior attack much safer and helps to avoid exposing the firefighters to burn gases. By following these guidelines, you can help protect yourself, your crew, and your vessel from the dangers of fire at sea.